Hello friends, today we are to see chemistry of aliphatic hydrocarbons, in which first of all we are to start with alkanes. In this we are to see preparation of alkanes, how the alkanes can be prepared. Then we are to see reactions of alkanes. In the reactions we are to see halogenation of alkanes. So how we can prepare alkanes? So the very famous reaction is Wurtz reaction. Wurtz reaction. Some people may pronounce it as a Wurtz reaction. So here it is, Wurtz reaction is when alkyl halide reacts with sodium metal gives higher hydrocarbon in the solvent dry ether. When RX alkyl halide reacts with sodium metal in the solvent dry ether. So dry ether means it is anhydrous ether. When 2 moles of alkyl halide reacts with these 2 sodium metal gives RR, that is higher hydrocarbon. So here it is higher hydrocarbon we get from this alkyl halide with the loss of 2 moles of NaX, sodium halide. So alkanes can be prepared from alkyl halides in presence of sodium metal in dry ether gives higher hydrocarbon. So the smaller alkyl halides can be converted into higher hydrocarbons or higher alkanes. If we see example of CH3Cl, that is methyl chloride. When 2 moles of methyl chloride reacts with sodium metal in dry ether gives CH3 linked with CH3. So we get here ethane from the methyl chloride plus 2 NaCl, twice NaCl. So methyl chloride treated with sodium metal gives ethane as a product. So here this is ethane, may be prepared from 2 moles of methyl chloride. If we have ethyl chloride, C2H5Cl plus sodium metal gives C2H5, that is, this is butane. Its structure is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. So we get here butane plus twice NaCl. So in this way hydrocarbons can be prepared by using Wurtz reaction. If we have isopropyl chloride, this is isopropyl chloride. When 2 moles of isopropyl chloride reacts with sodium metal gives this branched hydrocarbon, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is butane. So this is 2, 3 dimethyl butane. We can get as a product. If we have 2-bromobutane, these are the 2 moles of 2-bromobutane reacts with 2 moles of this sodium metal, and we get here the product. This is one part of this and this second one. So in this way you can name this. We have seen IUPAC nomenclature in the earlier semester. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is hexane, 3,4 dimethyl hexane, 3,4 dimethyl hexane we get as a product. So here these are the simple examples of alkanes we can prepare from alkyl halides. Now there is a mixture of alkyl halides can treated with sodium metal, it gives mixture of alkanes. Means if I have two different moles of alkyl halide, so this second example is different alkyl halides when reacts with sodium metal, what will happen? So here when we have CH3Cl plus C2H5Cl, that is ethyl chloride. When methyl chloride and ethyl chloride reacts with sodium metal, gives mixture of products. So we can get here CH3CH3 due to the reaction takes place between 2 moles of methyl chloride. So this is ethane, or we may get when 2 moles of this reacts each other, gives CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, this is butane, and when this ethyl chloride reacts with methyl chloride in presence of sodium, gives propane, CH3, CH2, CH3. So this is here the complicated reaction. Why? Because when mixture of alkanes prepared, then it is very difficult to separate. So when the mixture of alkyl halides reacts with sodium metal, gives mixture of hydrocarbons, and they can be separated by using fractional distillation or the various types of distillations we are able to separate this, but this separation is quite complicated or tedious part. So in this way here we have discussed the mixture of alkyl halides when reacts with sodium metal. Now if in the cyclic system when two halides are there, that is dihalide in the cyclic system, so we can get here the bicyclic compound. Means when we have examples such as 1-bromo 3-chlorocyclobutane, and it reacts with sodium metal. So what will happen? Here there is a formation of bicyclic system with the loss of this sodium bromide and sodium chloride. So we get here this bicyclic compound. So here this is the bicyclic compound we get with the loss of Na, Br and NaCl, NaBr and NaCl. So in this way, here this is cyclic dihalide gives bicyclic compound. So here this is bicyclic compound. Here this is 1-bromo 3-chlorocyclobutane gives this bicyclic compound. So in this way, this is the Wurtz reaction in which alkyl halide treated with sodium metal in dry ether gives higher hydrocarbon. So here we have seen reaction in the same compound or reaction between the two different compounds, and here in the cyclic compound. So in this way alkanes, various alkanes we can prepare. Whichever alkane we want to get, we can get it through alkyl halides or through Wurtz reaction. So in this way different types of alkanes we can synthesize through Wurtz reaction. Now second reaction in this category is Wurtz-Fittig reaction, in which different moles of compounds such as alkyl halide and aryl halides can react each other in presence of sodium metal, gives alkyl arenes or alkylated aromatic systems known as Wurtz-Fittig reaction. So second reaction here we have to discuss Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Wurtz-Fittig reaction. So in this Wurtz-Fittig reaction, what happens when Rx, it is alkyl halide, reacts with aryl halide ARX, same in presence of sodium metal in dry ether. So alkylated arenes we can get. So here this R and here this is arene cysteine. This is called as alkyl arene. This is alkyl arene plus twice NX. So in this way alkylated arenes we can obtain through Wurtz-Fittig reaction. This is the reaction between the two different halides. One is alkyl halide, second is aryl halide. So in case of this, alkyl halides are more reactive towards sodium metal and it gives organosodium compounds which further reacts with aryl halides. It can be acts as a electrophilic reagent. So between that reaction is taking place and gives alkyl arenes as a product. If we have CH3Cl, it reacts with chlorobenzene. When methyl chloride reacts with chlorobenzene in presence of sodium metal, gives CH3PH or methylbenzene. So this is methylbenzene. It is called as toluene plus twice NaCl. So here we can get this methylbenzene from this Wurtz-Fittig reaction between methyl chloride and chlorobenzene. So in this way, when the alkyl halide and aryl halide reacts with sodium metal, gives alkylated arenes as a product. Here in this, again we may have this hydrocarbon such as ethane, again biphenyl compound. Means when these alkyl halide and aryl halide combines each other, so we can have the mixture of products such as RR or AR, that is biphenyl. So these are the byproducts may also obtain during the Wurtz-Fittig reaction, but basically the major is obtained alkyl halide, but along with this alkanes and biaryls we can also get as a byproduct during this Wurtz-Fittig reaction. So in this way, these are the reactions of alkanes we have seen in this category, that is Wurtz reaction and Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Now the next we have to see halogenation of alkane. Halogenation of alkane. When alkane reacts with halogen molecule in presence of light or heat, so these reactions can be takes place thermally or can be photochemically. Means can be performed by heat or light. So when alkane treated with halogen molecule in presence of heat or light gives haloalkane called as halogenation reaction. That is a replacement of hydrogen using halogen, that is X. So alkanes are converted into alkyl halides. Reaction is known as halogenation reaction. On the basis of selection of halogen during the reaction, it can be named as a chlorination, bromination, iodination. If you see the reactivity of halogens, so the reactivity order is more is the electronegativity, more will be its reactivity. So F2 is more reactive than Cl2, here than Br2 and then I2. So chlorine is highly reactive. Basically chlorination and brominations are broadly taking place during the halogenation of alkanes. So here we have to see first chlorination reaction. So here this is chlorination of alkane. In the chlorination, first of all we have to talk about chlorination of methane. So here we have to see example of methane molecule, that is CH4. when CH4, that is methane, reacts with Cl2, that is chlorine, in presence of light or heat. The temperature is required around 300 to 400 degree Celsius, or approximately around 300 degree Celsius, gives CH3Cl plus HCl. So the halogenation or chlorination reaction is free radical reaction. When methane reacts with chlorine, it gives chloromethane, but the free radical reactions takes place in a chain. So these are the chain reactions in which the available hydrogens may be replaced. When chlorine is available there, then all the hydrogens may be replaced using chlorine one by one subsequently. Means this CH3Cl may reacts with again Cl2, gives CH2Cl2, that is methylene dichloride, or it is called as dichloromethane, DCM, or methylene dichloride, MDC. Now further, this dichloromethane can react with Cl2, gives CHCl3 plus HCl. Here again plus HCl, means HCl is lost here. When it again reacts with Cl2, then it gives CCl, carbon tetrachloride plus HCl. So here the polyhalogenation may also possible during this. So we have to stop polyhalogenation, we have to terminate the reaction by stopping the supply or by inhibiting the supply of chlorine. So once the reagent is available, then further chlorination can be possible during the halogenation reaction. So here there is a drawback of this halogenation or chlorination is polychlorination can be possible during the chlorination reaction of alkanes. Here if we discuss the mechanism of reaction, then the mechanism of this reaction having 3 steps. Every free radical reaction involves 3 steps. Step 1 is initiation, where the dissociation of this generator, that is chlorine molecule, it undergoes dissociation, gives chlorine free radicals, then it reacts with methane, and then further it undergoes chain propagation, finally undergoes termination reaction. Here if you see halogenation of or the chlorination of methane, we can have methyl chloride, methylene dichloride, here this chloroform and carbon tetrachloride. So the mixture of halides are obtained. So these mixtures are separated using fractional distillation. Again it is a very tedious job to separate all the alkyl halides. So this is the basically drawback of this chlorination reaction or halogenation reaction, where the mixtures can be obtained. So we have to separate it into different alkyl halides through the fractional distillation. So to avoid this, we can we have to terminate this reaction before the further halogenations. Now we have to see its mechanism. When we see mechanism of this, as I said, the mechanism consists 3 steps because it is free radical mechanism. So step 1 is initiation. The step 2nd is chain propagation, and the last is termination, where we have to terminate this reaction. Now we have to see here this mechanism of halogenation or chlorination of methane. When this Cl2 molecule is there, it undergoes dissociation, it needs some light or heat. So this is free radical reaction. Generally it needs around 60 kilocalories per mole energy to break this bond. So after dissociation of bond, we get here 2 chlorine free radicals. So 2 chlorine radicals we obtain. In the propagation, CH4 reacts with this Cl radical. In this CH4 we can write this structure like this. This is CH4. Now what happens? This Cl radical combines with hydrogen radical and this methyl radical generates here. So minus HCl plus this methyl radical. Now this methyl radical reacts with Cl2 available there. Now this Cl radical and this Cl departs here. We get CH3 Cl plus this Cl radical. Now further this Cl radical again combines with CH4 and gives CH3 free radical plus HCl, and then this CH3 radical reacts with Cl2 and gives here CH3Cl plus Cl radical. Now we have to terminate this. Once we get this methyl chloride, then we can terminate this. How the termination is taking place? Termination is taking place when the similar radicals combines each other. Means when methyl radical is available there, this methyl radical may combines with this same methyl radical. So all the available radicals may combines each other and gives product, and the reaction may terminate or conclude. So we can conclude this reaction. So in the termination we get here CH3, here this Cl2. So all the available radicals may combine each other and gives stable molecules. So here ethane is obtained, here the chlorine is obtained. So in the termination we can conclude the reaction or we can stop the reaction. So here it is also very essential step during the chlorination of methane or chlorination of alkane. So here we have discussed here 3 steps: initiation, propagation and termination. In the initiation, chlorine undergoes dissociation, gives chlorine radical. In the propagation, chlorine radical combines with methane, gives methyl radical, which treated with chlorine gives methyl chloride. And in the termination, all the available radicals may interact each other, may combine each other and gives final products, means gives the stable products which further do not undergoes free radical reactions. So here the ethane is obtained, chlorine is obtained. So in this way reaction can be terminated or reaction can be concluded. So here we have discussed halogenation of alkane, in which chlorination of methane we have seen with mechanism. In the next part we can discuss halogenation of propane. There is a distribution of product or reactivity selectivity principle. So the further part of halogenations we have to discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.